Hey kids, it's X-Ray Vision here coming to you live from Quattro Cinco Studios in my mom's basement, one of the best basements in the world. I just finished watching Rags to Riches and Crypto Heartbeat do their announcement of the giveaway. So if you claimed your free Texan tokens, 1,000,000 free Texan tokens, because you're part of that set of people that were eligible for free claim, you get to claim another 1,000,000 Texan tokens and send them to someone, a new address. You get to gift these tokens to a new address. And the idea of this, the spirit of this generosity, is to onboard people that you've been trying to get into crypto forever, or anyone who might need it that's new to crypto or is not involved in the Texan token, so that they can actually get 1,000,000 free Texan tokens airdropped to their wallet. So the interesting thing is, most of the people that I know don't have, or most of the people I know were in the claim phase, and they've already claimed their Texan tokens. So most of the people that I know, they got their Texan tokens and they're onboarded into crypto. So the truth is, I need a bunch of Metamask addresses that can would appreciate 1,000,000 free Texan tokens, and I'll just be gifting mine to people that hit me up here on social media. You can DM me on Twitter at HexRayVision. You can shoot me an email at hextips@gmail.com. I'll actually put that here in the notes. hextips@gmail.com. Leroy C4, holy cow, what are you doing? We got some great people in the chat already popping up. Daniel Pope, thanks for streaming. I hate Twitter Spaces, so glad to be here. Yeah, Twitter Spaces have their place. I haven't messed around trying to host any myself. I've joined a couple, but it's kind of an interesting dynamic on Twitter Spaces. It is great to hear people like Richard Hart on those Twitter Spaces, so that's great. It is now. Brian, what's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Hex Hodl, hey y'all, still before noon here, been up since 6 a.m. That is a mental illness. Leroy C4, what's going on, fam? What's up, Leroy? Are you getting ready for Turkey Day? Is everyone getting ready for Turkey Day? By the way, this put this in chat. This is my email for the channel. So if you or someone you know is needing these 1,000,000 Texan tokens, I'll take one of my free claims and I'll send it your way. So hit me up in my DMs on Twitter, my email, or it's pretty easy to find me. Send me messages. Just the tip. I'm at work, gonna have to put my headphones in. Do it. Throw those headphones in. Hang out with us for a bit. I appreciate it. HOA Hex on Air says, I claim them now and give them away later for sure. Awesome. Oi pops. What's up, Red Squirrel? Hexy Bobby, tell me about that vest you're wearing. Sir, this is a Lululemon. And I've actually got a more important announcement besides this. I should have brought my shirts down. In fact, I'm gonna holler and see if my wife will bring them down, because I've got to flex on you guys and show you some really, really cool merch. Okay, so most of you guys know Suzanne Art in the community. She did all that really amazing. She did actual amazing fashion show at during PulseCon at the meetup there. Hexray Vision, check this out. I wanted to offer these in my merch as merch on my store for you guys to buy if you're needing one of these. Man, that looks amazing. It's glittery as hell. Yeah, so I got these in the mail yesterday, and there'll be an unboxing video coming up, little short video. But this is I couldn't be happy. I can't believe how awesome quality the shirt is and how sweet this showed up. Suzanne says that she um, that these stones are actually hard to get and hard to match the color scheme of them. So she's gonna have to find a source for the stones before she can make these available for order. But let me actually pull in I'm gonna throw in a link to her website here. Throw that up there. So if you guys want specialized hex and yeah, if you guys want specialized crypto merch or personal merch or hex merch, she's amazing. She's got some of the coolest designs and coolest clothes out there by far. Let's see here. Suzanne's no, not .com. .art. There we go. Boom. Okay, that is definitely not the right Suzanne. Christmas. Maybe I take out the apostrophe. Let me try that. Boom. This is it right here. So you go to Suzanne's.art without the apostrophe. We copy this and throw this in the chat because it is absolutely sick. In fact, I think that Rags to Riches also has some of his t-shirts as well that he's going to have to flex and show off. But Jiminy Christmas, I couldn't be happier. This is super cool. Francis Powell, hey, what's going on, man? Hextoshi, what's up, Hextoshi? Any chair guests today? You know, I went back and watched some of that stream from yesterday where the chairs were talking, and it was a little trippy. It was kind of goofy. It was definitely cheesy as hell. KD in the house. Hey, Hexray, what's up, KD? Unimax, take a tip, give a tip. Dope shirt. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Big GZ. I'm gonna have to. Oh, here we go. Let's comb through this right here. We definitely have some wrenches to give away. We got Hex Flex. You got a wrench. Big GZ. You got a wrench. Hex Toshi. You got a wrench. And of course, let's see. That's all of them right now. Just reach down inside your pocket, pull out that brand new wrench, and welcome to the team. Welcome to the Visionaires. You are part of the family right now. We obviously got no shave toe pulse chain. The person that has beat me so far in the no shave picks on Twitter is actually Leroy. Leroy C4 looks like something out of a Vikings movie. He's got one where he's actually got ice in his beard from the good old days of North Dakota Bakken. I'm staring at your head, LOL. It's pretty awesome. Look at that. I've got so much real estate on my dome. It's ridiculous. If I could ever develop this and sell it, I'd be super rich. Hexflex, me too for a sec. No shave November. Yeah, you can do no shave November. I'm doing no shave till pulse chain, baby. I'm not chopping this animal off till pulse chain launches. And that, in my opinion, could very easily be in the spring. So happy actual Wednesday. That's the title, actual Wednesday stream, because I thought yesterday was Wednesday. So I did a Wednesday What's Up, which is Crypto Heartbeats tagline. What's up? Crypto Heartbeats in the house. Yeah, I thought it was Wednesday, and then late last night, someone's like, it's not Wednesday, right? And I was like, what? So that's what I call proof of retirement right there. Check out Suzanne's.art right there. That is her link. Go on there, get some insane hex merch. In fact, I'm gonna share that here for a second. Boom, boom. Suzanne's art. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. So continue, because I'm in USA. We probably have a freeze camera, because every time I share a screen, yeah, that's an okay freeze. I'll take that freeze. Yeah, check this out, dude. It's her stuff is next level. Like there's merch, and then there's like, holy cow, limited heart fashion art. So these t-shirts and hoodies have a limited run. So when you get a shirt or hat or something like that from her, it's going to have a serial number on it, of a limited run edition. And of course, we have some really cool hexagons that are flexing and modeling this awesome stuff. We have Ketty. We've got DJ Pollywood here. I forget her name, but I remember meeting her at the fashion show. Just really cool stuff. Look at this. You got the Hex Asians. You got Pulse Chain gear. It's just, this stuff is sick. Absolutely beautiful stuff. If you wanna flex on your neighbors as you're out there putting up Christmas lights, as you as you're raking leaves, you want people to know the contract address. Check out, this is the contract address right here on this shirt for Hex. 30% APY. I mean, yeah, just, it's awesome. I can't promote Suzanne's stuff enough. And like I said, look for that unboxing video. So let me restart my camera, because it likes to be like this. There we go. As you hear X-ray chicks in the background hollering at the kids to do their chores. We'll see what happens if the kids get their chores done today. We kind of got a hang day, get some stuff done day, but it's nice the kids are here. Torn's in the house. Crypto Heartbeat, what's up? Mango Junkie, oi oi. Let's see here. KD, my Texan gift is going to a veteran for the holidays. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Crypto Heartbeat, as I mentioned at the top of this stream, Crypto Heartbeat and Rags to Riches, they had the free claim of 1 million Texan tokens that went for, I believe, 30 days. And that ended a few days ago. And then at the same time, what they want to do is encourage people to give not just the gift of crypto, but the gift of onboarding and of education and knowledge. So if you claimed the 1 million Texan tokens, you can now go on and with a new address for someone to gift this to, you can actually gift and claim 1 million Texan tokens for them as well. So like I said, I don't have a lot of people left to give these to, and it's not my goal to create a bunch of, brand new accounts and gift them to myself. I would like, anyone that knows someone or anyone themselves that doesn't have the Texan token to shoot me an address, and I will be gifting those this time. And that's going for a week, I believe, 7 days. We've been at this spring launch of Pulse Chain before. I know. Something tells me you call that a beard. Yeah, I call this a beard because it gets in the way when I eat and when I sleep. That's why I call it a beard. If you guys, like I said, post your pics on Twitter of your proof of beard. But I think it's going to be like 7 days that you can claim those and give them out. And going back to the Pulse Chain in the spring, I don't think the economy can suck this hard for that much longer. I could be wrong. The government is impressive when it comes to screwing stuff up and making things worse. But that being said, the housing market is kind of getting soft. The Fed keeps raising rates, which is going to hurt housing market and stock market and businesses, because people don't want to go borrow a bunch of money and invest in houses and businesses when the cost of money gets so high. So those things are going to slowly twist the arm of the American people until it snaps and we have a broken wrist. And at that point, that's rock bottom. Now, how long we stay and bounce along the bottom, who knows? I'm guessing 3 to 6 months maybe. But then the Fed says they plan on lowering the interest rate to try and boost, like turn the burners back on, get the motor of the economy going again. So when that happens, there's no better time in crypto to join and launch and do these awesome things than at the very bottom of the bear market or right when we start headed back up. Because we've got the halvening of Bitcoin coming up. We've got a presidential election where normally they pretend that everything is perfect in the economy so that they can get reelected. And so it just seems like the next wave that I'm trying to reach as many families as possible for, it should be 24, 25 is what it's looking like. And that's part of this thing. I'm also, if you or someone you know would like personal one-on-one help with anything that I can help you with, I'd like to sponsor 10 families and try to get them under my wing and use them as an example of going from zero knowledge about crypto and maybe very little knowledge about personal finance and working your way up to catch this next wave at 24, 25. So even if you don't want to be on camera or you don't want to talk to me, there might be someone that is willing to talk to me that you relate to, that you can follow their journey from rags to riches, for lack of a better word, or from slave to freedom. And that might inspire and help as many people as we can catch this next wave. Because my selfish desire to help people catch this next wave is because I want them on our team. I want to recruit them, and I want them to go out and help people on the next wave. Just one sec. All right, I was just talking to Hex-Ray Chick, asking her to bring those shirts down so I can show them off. I did get my my tablet right here. This is my tablet, my Gram, with a nice pickle Rick sticker on it. I did get it hooked up to do a whiteboard where I can actually draw with my stylus, and it doesn't look much better than the mouse, but it's a little more legible. It's a little more thick. So like I said, I did that last night. It looks horrible because I believe one of these 3 cords, either the Elgato Camlink or probably not the HDMI. This HDMI is fairly new and it's a decent HDMI, but most likely this is the guy right here. This is a C to HDMI, and this thing's pretty weak. And when I used to use it to watch, like plug my phone into the television, it would short out a lot. So I'm guessing this is the culprit. I got a new one of these coming, and hopefully I'll be able to figure that out. Although when I had this hooked up, I could not hook up my Elgato camera. So, tech stuff, whatever. Functional Crypto says, bring back the chairs. Oh, heavens. I don't know if that was a good idea at all. My texts and gifts. Oh, we already covered that one. Let me see where we're at. Yo. We've been at the spring launch pulsation before. That's what I just covered. Call that a beard. You guys are so abusive. Sequoia. Sequoia. So red squirrel. Hey, Finn. Let me sneeze off of camera here. All right, there you go. Now I didn't spread COVID over the internet. Is that Sequoia stone? Are you asking about these the stones here? Possibly. Or are you talking about my awesome shield here? Let me know. I'm not quite sure. These are interesting to say the least. So let me know if you're asking about the Sequoia stone, what that's referring to, or if you're just talking to someone in chat. Hey fam. Cooking, cleaning, listening. Happy Thanksgiving all. Happy Thanksgiving to you, David Lee. I got pleasure of spending several days running around the state of Texas with David Lee and getting to know him. And he is everything that Crypto Heartbeat says he is. He is kind, generous, and he's here for the community. He's awesome, loving husband, helping his wife through that insane stuff. And he has a lot of faith, and he's a very inspirational friend of mine. So it's good to see you here. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, David Lee. Red Squirrel's in the house. The name of the model. Oh, the name of the model, Sequoia. Sorry, guys, I'm ditzing here. Yeah, so this must be Sequoia was the name of the other one. Matty Allen, Hex Therapy Live. How are you doing, buddy? I'm glad you're still streaming. I've been keeping up on you. I've been keeping up on Randy Hilarski, and of course, Cabana Crypto streams. Kind of missing, and I'm kind of filling the gap a little bit from Hexo leaving. We can't wait for Hexo to come back. I think Hexo could show up and read the phone book, and we'd be in there joking and following him, because we got a lot of love for Hexo. Happy Turkey Day, Hex Ray Hexicans. Happy Turkey Day for sure. Happy Turkey Day to my Hexicans, to my Texans, to my Visionaires. You guys are make everything better. This community makes everything better, and I'm happy to be here with you guys. See other. Look for a wallet address to be showing up somewhere. That a public address might show up somewhere. May or may not have some money in it, and so it might be the kickoff to the electronic scavenger hunt. Matty Allen says, still in some pain, hanging in there, missing Hexo too. Thanks. Yeah. The funny thing is, I remember I reached out. I got a text from Matty checking to see if he can do it, get him anything, help him out. And he said, I'm in some pain, I'm on some drugs, but I'm surrounded by wonderful people. And I'm glad he had those wonderful people in his life. I think that obviously the pain meds help you enjoy the people around you. So, he might have been giving them a little bit too much credit, but I'm glad he has people around him to take care of him. And that's what more could you ask for right there? Speaking of which, I've got the link in the chat, top of the chat. There's the link if anyone wants to join me. You don't even have to be human. You can be a chair. Apparently, you can be a chair, and you can be on stream and tell all the dirty, spill all the tea and nasty secrets of Sam Bankman-Fried. If you guys didn't see that, yesterday we had a stream with an interview between Crypto Kool-Aid's chair and Sam Bankman-Fried's chair, which was ridiculous and just a lot of fun. But we also covered some stuff about stable coins, and we covered some stuff about Renbridge, and we covered some stuff about Liquidity, and also some stuff about, I'm going to write that down because I remember I didn't get a chance to write that down yesterday. Check out, he didn't call it chicken bonds. What was it? Maybe Finn Bear wants to tell the joke. Maybe he does. The SBF beanbag was funny. He was. It wasn't chicken bonds. It wasn't hen bonds. Maybe it was chicken bonds. Chicken bonds, rooster bonds. I'm gonna have to go back. Actually, I will tell you. I'll tell you right now. I've got the internet at my fingers, and we're gonna look this up. Liquidity. So here's the Liquidity token. What are liquidity pools? I should look it up. I should look it up by its token, by its ticker, right? So let's see here. USDL. Is that it? No, that's not it. That's not showing up either. Let's try this again. Liquidity Able. There's Circle, HUSD. Nope, that's not it. They are not winning the SEO awards right now, I'll tell you what. Liquidity, LUSD, Jiminy Chris. I bet you guys are like typing that all over the chat. There we go. CoinGecko, liquidity.org. Zero interest loans from Liquidity. And let's see if I can find site stay up to date, sign up, borrow. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what these bonds were that he was talking about, which is kind of a way to benefit from Liquidity holding its peg, is because it's collateralized by Ethereum, 100% collateralization ratio, docs featured, front end. Yeah, let's see here. Run the front end, use it, kickback rate. It might have been a chicken bond. Oh, you guys, let me check chat here. You guys, maybe from there. They said join if you want. It says I'd get on with Hexray, but I gotta go get an X-ray. The doctor's office. Thankful for you in this community. No, thank you. I hope that shows that you're getting well. Viber Finance, Adam in the house. Hey. Every time you're on here, you're driving the kids somewhere. But if you have the ability to, jump on, definitely jump on and hang. It is the chicken bonds. Yep, chicken bonds. How's your token going? Says Francis Powell. I'll tell you something about my token. Right now, I'll tell you where we're at in the stage of things. We were getting ready to build the web app, the simulator, and start running the functions of the token. And that's been kicked back until after the holidays. So we've been pushed back about 5 or 6 weeks on getting that part going. And when that gets going, then I'll let you guys know how that goes. Then, of course, we go into coding. We go into our audit. Then we go into our test net. And then we go into our sacrifice, our launch, and our free claim. So, and then the actual, magic happens. That's the hope. But right now, the timeline we're looking at for all of that is somewhere in July or August. So, yeah. So he says, what's a token simulator? They build something called a web app, which is basically kind of like a spreadsheet and a simulator for the coin. So you put in your parameters of how many the coins, what the coins pay, how some of the stuff works in it. And then you run it and see if it's going to function the way you want the coin to function. You want the tokenomics to function. And so that's like, you do that before you start writing the code. Mango Junkie, wait, what happened? I stepped away. Yeah, so that's that one. Chicken bonds. Yeah, that was the name of the token yesterday that we covered with Crypto Kool-Aid. So, and that's what Liquid Loans is forking and based on. It says you're an amateur beard wearer, sir. Scratch. I know. I am a beard pleb. I'll try my best, but basically we're just running this. Hexray Vision, you're creating a coin too. Yeah, I've been trying to create a coin that I wanted to see exist for the last probably about a year now. Partly because I want to see it exist, and partly because the challenge of launching a coin, founding a coin, and continuing to build the community is something that's really calling to me. So we'll see. I'll tell you guys what I can, when I can, how I can. But it's just part of the ecosystem. Like I said, I kind of take Randy Hilarski's view when it comes to talking about coins and projects. If I like and trust and believe in a project, then I'm going to talk about it. And of course, the project and coin I talk about the very most is Hex, because it's the one that has just done amazing returns and operated, and it has the best community so far. Now, if I can add to this community, if I can continue, because I mean, let's face it, I've been building community and onboarding people and trying to figure out the best way to educate and hold people's hand as they come into the scary world of crypto. And 99% of that's been with Hex. And then as the perpetuals and Maximus DAO and Hedron and Icosa came along, I took a look at those. I embraced those, and those are definitely part of what I talk about and teach people about. And then recently, this Texan token came out, and I geeked out on that for a while and tried to figure out what was the best game. What's the best game theory and what's the best strategy to complement Hex? Because with Hex, you have your staking ladder, and with Texan, one of the main differences is that you have more flexibility and you can scrape your interest. However, the more you scrape your interest, the less it grows and the less yields you get, right? So check that out. Like you've got a time thing that you're working on one, and then you have almost like a crop rotation, like a farmer. And so, because one thing that I noticed, first of all, was that I'm wrong about everything. Every time I predict a time frame or a price or what's going to happen in the market humbles me and says, nah, you're not right. Now, as far as like choosing people, I think I do a really good job of choosing people. Choosing Richard Hart 3 years before Hex, maybe even before then, that was a really good. I'm good at choosing, as my buddy Jay Freedom says, he doesn't bet on horses, he bets on jockeys. And the jockey that I bet on the biggest in crypto is Richard Hart. He's definitely a good jockey. He's the man. If you go into other things, people bet on Grant Cardone, Brad Sumrock, or they'll have someone in real estate that they'll bet on. And there's just like there's so many areas of life. Maybe there's a health person that you follow, and that's a jockey that you bet on, where you really follow their advice and you've listened to their philosophy when it comes to health or whatever it is. So anyways, Mango bro, he says, please no rebasing. Mango says I've got his head hurting. Hexycat, what's up, Hexycat? I'm gonna catch up on a bunch of your interviews today. He's got Rags to Riches. He's got Crypto Heartbeat. I believe he did Corey Costa coins. Kool-Aid. I mean, there's just a list of amazing Hexagon guests on his podcast. So go check his podcast out on Spotify and Stitcher, I believe. Please, why my head hurts. It says, are you still clean shaven, Finbear? And then Red Squirrel spares the details. So, anyways, whatever y'all do, don't get depegged while asleep. All right. Corey comes out next week. Not Kool-Aid yet. Ha! Yeah, you're gonna have to. Hexycat's gonna have to go to the hot tub to pin down Kool-Aid and get him recorded in the hot tub. That'd be awesome. Whatever y'all do, don't get depegged. Ha ha ha. Very funny. I really appreciate you guys coming up with me. I want you guys to have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and your family. Right now it's the bear market. It's the winter. It's time to build and time to do whatever we can. It's time to paddle on our surfboards to catch the next wave. And I can't imagine anyone else. I'd rather hang out with you guys. So you guys are awesome. Thank you very much for showing up here. Still don't have anyone joining me from the Twitter DM space, and it doesn't look like you guys are wanting to jump on either. But I did want to reach out, do a little stream today, catch up with you guys, talk about the Texan free claim for family and friends, whoever you guys want to move on with. Help with their crypto journey. DM me or send me an address of someone who doesn't have any tokens that needs some Texan token, and I'll just take you at your word, and I'll go in and free claim send those to them. Oh, there's one other thing I was going to write down here. You know, it's really good for streaming and for YouTube. It's dead air. People love dead air. They love wondering if their phone's malfunctioning in their pocket while they're listening to this. Hexycat's got Coffee Cabana, A Millionaire of the Moon, Adam Stokes, Rags, Randy Hilarski, Fashion Coder, Jake Sharp, Cryptographics, etc. Like, I can't. That's insane. That is an insane light up. It says, yes, we're sitting on the board, watching the small waves and waiting for the right waves to appear. Yeah, that's true. I'll make sure to DM you at 4 a.m. That's awesome. All right, so here's the hoodie version that I got from Suzanne. That is just absolute beautiful hoodie. And then, oh my goodness, we actually have a model in the studio.
It's not a model.
Guys, calm yourselves. Take a deep breath.
It's not a model.
Don't look at that. So this is the version in black.
Mm-hmm.
Show them the shoulder with the SA on the shoulder there. That is awesome. Awesome sauce. Did you need a pair of headphones?
I guess. I'm not going to stream for that long.
All right, let me plug them in here. I've managed to wrangle one guest for this stream from my own house. Hexray Chick. First of all, I think we should thank my mom for allowing us to stream in her basement.
Your mom?
Yeah, we're in my mom's basement right now. As I tell them.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to my mom for letting us use her basement for our studio. It's a good way to get new people into crypto, educate them, give them $1 million. They'll be Texan millionaires the second that they get their free claim. Hexycat, maybe Kool-Aid Cheryl pop up on your podcast.
Hopefully never again.
What?
I heard it was pretty inappropriate.
A lot of the things we do here are inappropriate. He says, I like the Black Dixon Hexray shirt.
Yeah, it looks good, huh?
It really pops.
Yeah.
Really pops. I'd like to get some people from other crypto communities or other areas, music, art, legacy finance, real estate, etc. Work in progress. That's true. It's so hard to bridge because we're in this tight little bubble, this tight little community of Hexicans. And honestly, it's hard to reach outside of that because we get so many cool friends and have such a cool vibe in our community. It really checks all the boxes.
And we're trying to get real estate in it. We've been working. I'm in the real estate field, so we're trying to do that. It's really hard, actually. So
yeah, it's
really hard.
It's hard to learn about and master one thing in finance. Period. Like, it's hard to figure out real estate. It's hard and takes time to figure out crypto. It's hard and takes time to figure out stocks and bonds, things of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so to learn another one is you have to really have a lot of motivation. And so I really appreciate Hexycat doing that work as well. Nice shirts, just need a token. Looks great. Wait a minute, I'm confused. So you're actually creating a token? I'm confused. Mango Junkie, I'm creating a token. KD put a bunch of emojis that aren't showing up on StreamYard. And then HOA says liar 777. HRV Hexray Vision. That'd be a cool ticker, but it's not going to be called the Hexray Vision token.
Did you give a shout out to Suzanne? She is like the nicest person I've met.
Yeah, I've been talking about her. I even pulled up her webpage and
awesome.
Put her link in the chat. So
she was awesome. I gave her this and I just said, hey, will you make me some shirts? And it turned out really, really, really nice. I know it was hard for her to get like the jewels and everything like that. But she did an amazing job. You guys should all go and visit her site and get some Hex merch.
Yeah.
We have some cool Hex hoodies from her that we love.
When is your next stream? I need to move a bit now. Yeah, probably tomorrow. I'm trying to do daily streams, and at the same time, we're trying to work on actual videos in the background.
Or in the middle of the night when you get bored.
Or in the middle of the night when I get bored. Can she get me an intro to Grant Cardone or Ben Mala for the podcast? LOL. Yeah, can you get him into touch with Grant Cardone?
We've gone to Grant Cardone stuff, and we've been.
No, it's Brad Sumrock.
Oh, I was gonna say we've been emailed like crap.
Yeah, we get a lot of advertising.
I really don't think it's from Grant Cardone though. So
yeah,
I got to work on getting myself in there first.
Real estate is for boomers. Fake estate in the metaverse is where it's at. Bro, dude, I think Mango Junkie is having a hard time today. These shirts are amazing. Thank you, Face and Reality. They really are. They're amazing. What was the greatest moment on YouTube? It was the greatest moment on YouTube that day. Cabana's hammock just showed up. Hey, what did I miss? Oh, I think I've cornered the market on furniture being on stream as far as all of them. Hammock, get on
they
stream.
Want him to stream.
Sorry, bros.
I think he should too, so I can leave.
She pulls off the Hex-Ray shirt better than you.
Oh, thanks.
I agree. It definitely looks really good on her, for sure. I'd like to create a token, but I don't know how to go about it. Wi-Fi sucks right now. I'll swing by tomorrow. All right, that's cool. We'd love to have you. I can't talk a lot about some of the aspects of creating a token without talking about my token too much. But check this out. I will be doing a lot of behind the scenes of what it's like to actually create a token once I can talk more about my specific token. And like I said, right now we're waiting to put together a simulator, and that should be happening in January. And if that goes well, then we'll be coding in February and doing an audit in March, April, May. And then testnet in June, and then you can do a sacrifice in July.
And Brock would like to say hi.
You want to say hi?
No. Okay.
No.
Apparently that was it.
And she's out. Hex OG. Yeah. So like I said, when I talk to my onboards, then I talk about Hex, I talk about Texan, I talk about Icosa, Hedron. And every time a new coin comes out that I'm believing that I think is going to complement their life and help them meet their goals of financial freedom, then I'm going to add that as well. Is she wanting to go to her friend's house? Mm-hmm. Okay, you can take her to her friend's house.
Okay.
You've already made this stream 100 times better just by showing up with that hot shirt on.
Well, thanks.
All right. Oops. Well. Crack is breaking things in the studio. My mom's gonna get mad.
All right, so you guys
trash her basement. All right, yeah. So I should be streaming. I'm trying to kind of fill. I'm trying to fill that spot that Hexo kind of left out, and a lot of the people that watch my streams and the cross streams like Crypto Cabana, Crypto Heartbeat. Rags to Riches, Jimrat Crypto, all those guys. That's pretty cool. That they're all right around. My audience is here at like 1 or 2 p.m. So I'm guessing that I am mostly a lunch break view for most people, where they're just like, "Hey, let me jump on that." But other than that, that's about it. I was gonna wrap things up, but we've actually have an awesome streamer in the green room that's ready to rock and or roll. What's up, homie?
What's going on, man? I feel so bad. Every time I see your message, I want to jump on, but just been so busy and have the chance now. So I wanted to come on and just say what's up and see what was going on with you.
Thanks. It's going really well. I set up that group chat at first, like you said, to shoot the links in there, and if someone can come hang. But it's basically turned into a guilt trip for all of you guys, because you see all these invitations every day, and you're like, oh, I should jump on there. But you got life. I mean, life happens, right?
Hey, yeah, it works, and it's a great way to just like, just make sure keep in touch with people that you care about, and even if you're busy, to at least see what's going on and feel like you're still kind of a part of it, even if you're busy or out of touch for a minute. It's always, once you're back with your family, it's like you didn't miss a beat.
Right. It's like talking to a good friend from your high school or something like that. It's like nothing. You never stopped hanging out. You just fall right back into that cool vibe. And that's what we got here. That's why I'm saying it's hard. You guys reach out to a lot of different communities because you guys aren't hex maxis. You guys aren't cult followers or leaders. You guys are money and really results driven. It seems. Is that safe? Is that like a good way to describe you guys? Is you guys are more results maxis?
I would say the principles of hex, of delaying gratification, and putting an asset to work that earns money on its own. Just that whole, everything that Richard's taught me, just kind of using that principle. And regardless if you want to be in hex or not, try to find stuff that you can stake, through your ledger, take stuff offline, get it off exchanges, and just, if people won't listen to Richard or Hexicans, try to spread the message a different way. And we are going to grow by breaking the ice with new communities, having uncomfortable conversations, being in uncomfortable places. But I believe in hex, and that's my foundation, and I'll never stray away from there.
Yeah, it's definitely where the party's at. It's where the community's at, right? The two things that I find hardest to find in crypto and really life is hard workers and community, right? I mean, even think about the people that actually get down and code and actually develop products and show up and stream and show up and edit. Edit is my downfall. I'm always trying to find someone to edit my stuff. That's why I've been doing the live streams, because it's one and done. It's easy, right? And I probably need to go back and cut a lot of the fluff out of these and get more meat, more to the point. But I really appreciate you guys show up with an agenda. You guys show up with a purpose, and you guys hit those notes and share that information. That's what I really appreciate about Vibra Finance's streams.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, and it's hard when someone that's new to crypto, right? They call you and they want to get in. If that was you and I came and met down with you and said, just buy hex only, don't look at anything else, and stake it, and you'll be all set, you'd kind of look at me and be like, wait a minute, I've heard about these dog memes and NFTs, and so having conversations with people over the years, I've kind of adapted the way I approach people, and not to push, figure out what people are about, what they really like, and figure out a way to tie in hex, tie in delaying gratification into what you're doing. And there's ways to do that. And, it's my biggest problem is you go and you meet with someone who has a good amount of money, you tell them about hex, and then they go online and they do their research. What are they going to find? If you've never seen hex, you go on and you go to YouTube or Twitter.
You're going to see Richard Hart is a scammer that stole. Lost the mic. You're going to see that Richard Hart stole baby's milk from orphanages and that he's a bad man. You're going to hear that it's clearly a Ponzi. It's clearly a scam. It's clear everything. And it's rough, because how do they know the difference? They don't understand what locked, immutable, trustless code is. That's gibberish to them, right? Holding your keys. They're like, what do you mean hold my keys? What does that mean to someone that doesn't understand crypto? We're speaking a completely different language to them. And like you said, the people that are speaking English are the people shit talking us, right? They're the people that are saying you're going to lose your money. Richard's a bad guy. Richard's going to take all your money, all this stuff, right? And so we got Mango Junkie. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to jump on. Dude, Mango Junkie, first of all, you've got proof of beard going on.
Proof of beard. That's right, motherfucker. Yeah. Proof of beard. Full beard. Full man. Full man right
Appreciate
here.
that. Appreciate that.
Yeah. How
So
you
we
doing,
got-
X-Ray?
I'm doing really good. Really good. It's turkey time tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm a professional napper now that I've retired. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat everyone at that contest tomorrow after dinner. How about yourself? How are you doing?
Well, not too good. I was watching your stream, enjoying your stream, and then I was outside, and I came back in, and then I caught the tail end of it saying that you're launching a token. So I was curious.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, dude? What's going on, man?
Well, I've been running around some ideas for the last year. Most of them were shit, to be honest. Most of them either wouldn't work or have already been tried, right?
Yeah.
And my first idea was a token that could encapsulate the RH ecosystem and kind of close the loop so that
kind of like
have
Hex.
Kind of like Hex. Well, Hex's mechanism is the T-share that closes the loop, right? So Hex has tried to close the loop with the T-share, and Bitcoin tried to close the loop with limiting their coins to 21 million. That's their pumpamental, right? And obviously Hex, as I in my opinion, is the best at closing the loop so far. So my coin, like I said, I wanted to find something that could stop a dump mechanism on any of the coins in the ecosystem, and I was unable to do that. Completely failed. But I did come up with another idea that I'd like to see put into the physical world. So I'm working on that idea right now.
Why can't you just be a good Samaritan and patriot of Hex? Like you're such a cool guy. Like you're such a lovable, amazing person. Like why the fuck would you have to come out with a token, you know?
Well, I would ask you, is it possible to do both? Is it possible to come out with a token and be a good Hexican?
Dude, where's my rope? I need to hang myself. I need to hang myself. Like Hexray, Hexray, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing?
I have been onboarding for the last 3 years. I'll continue to onboard till I die.
Sure.
I definitely will onboard people into Hex. I help them set up with ladders. That's not going to stop.
Did Rax put you up to this? Did Rax put you up to this?
No, Rax didn't put me up to this at all.
Are you sure?
I'm sure of it. I'm sure.
All right.
In fact, to be honest, I had an idea for a coin way before I even knew that the Texan token was being made
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm in such a bad fucking mood today. And Hexo's not streaming anymore. I'm having withdrawals. I'm shaking a little bit without no Hexo.
Yes.
And then Hexo's not streaming, and then Pep's not streaming. So I thought this coming Saturday, I'm like, Pep's not even gonna be streaming. He's not gonna be able to talk about big titties and the market.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see the lovable face of Hex right on here, and then he says he's launching a coin like
sacrilege, traitor.
Oh my god, dude. I am just like I might start punching myself in the face right here on camera. Like this is bad.
Don't do that. I do definitely relate to your withdrawals from Hexo because
all right.
We definitely want him to come back.
Talk me through this. You have to help me. Help me, Hexray.
I think there's certain things that I want to see exist in the world. And if someone else makes it, then I wouldn't make it. But this is something this is a challenge that I want to undertake because I've been around for 7 or 8 years watching RH create a community. And he founded Hex, but the truth is the community is what created Hex. The actual code, the T-share rate, that came from the community. And RH led the community through that entire process. So those 2 years that we were waiting for Hex to come out, we were hoping it would take 6 months. It took about 2 years.
Okay.
I was lurking in all of the streams and all of the chats and Telegram groups where RH would say, what should our interest rate be? What should the penalties be? What should this and that be? I personally didn't have any recommendations during that. I'd wait for someone, I'd be listening to someone else talk, say, well, I think the penalty should be this. I think that the interest rate should be this. And so just by sitting in those rooms, you learn an awful lot about human behavior, tokenomics, and things that a lot of people in the world don't know exist, right? And so, yeah, I think I would just like to add one more product for people to take advantage of if they want. But at the same time, it's also a challenge to see, can I found a coin, and can I continue building a community for both Hex and myself?
When is enough? Like how much is enough? Like how many coins should there be surrounding the Richard Heart ecosystem? I'm curious.
Well, I think we
pondering in my mind. I wonder.
I would definitely say we need a stable coin that we can trust. That's
you're creating a stable coin?
No, I don't. I'm not creating a stable coin.
Oh.
But you asked how many coins do we need? I think we definitely need a stable coin that we can trust.
So you're creating it?
Nope.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
No.
So your coin is not your coin is not a stable coin.
My coin, I would say one of the differences of my coin, or what I'm trying to accomplish with my coin, is to reach out to a couple of communities in Hex and a couple of communities that new coiners fall into. So for instance, I get rather frustrated because I'll spend months with somebody helping them set up their Coinbase account, which is a pain in the ass. Most of the time we spent is with Coinbase, their bank. It's all this crap. It doesn't have a lot to do with their staking ladder or their Hex. Once you get the money into a Metamask wallet or a hardware wallet, it's very easy to set up a staking ladder and explain to them, try to meet their goals, whatever they are in life.
Mm-hmm.
But every time I do this, as soon as they learn just enough and watch just enough YouTube, you're never going to guess what the next thing is that they hit me up with.
What?
Shiny object syndrome.
Like
Adam said. Adam says, hey, if you want to do some shiny object syndrome, this is some of the things that you need to think about when you're looking at these other coins. This is like the standard that we want to hold crypto up to. But I get a lot of people saying, hey, I just dumped a ton of money into a meme coin or a lottery coin or a rebasing coin, right? Where they say, oh, this is next, this is new. Now, a lot of us that have been in the space, we've seen a lot of these rug pulls and promise coins. And really, stuff like the Oracle problem has not been fixed yet. There's still no way to get information from the physical world onto the digital blockchain, in my opinion, without having to trust someone. So until someone builds enough credibility to bring the physical world onto the blockchain, that's one of the things that a lot of these projects, they want to put real estate, insurance, all sorts of stuff on the blockchain. And as we know, we keep hitting that Oracle problem. Or NFTs are a really good example. They're like, hey, I really want to put art. I want to make it scarce. I want to put it on the blockchain. Well, how do you do that without trusting a human being or hoping that a website doesn't go down in the future that's locking that serial number to the blockchain, right? Now, see, this is stuff that we have been blessed to sit at the feet of Richard Hart and learn about. We didn't have to go find this out for ourselves, a lot of this stuff, right? But the problem I'm trying to solve is this: how do we appeal to the shiny object syndrome community and bring them into something as stable and good as Hex?
But yeah, listen. Oh my god, I'm so enraged right now. I'm trying to relax.
Take a breath. Take a breath.
I'm fine. I'm trying not
to
just
respond right now. You can take a second.
No, I'm fine. I'm trying not to just absolutely just flip out and scream. Isn't there enough coins in the space to fill that?
How many? I don't know how many coins there are. I haven't looked it up, but a long time ago there was 13,000 coins.
No, dude, no.
Or
Actually,
you mean
I'm not. No,
coins
actually,
in the RH ecosystem.
No, I'm not talking about the space in the fucking hole. I'm just saying like surround like hexagons, motherfucker. Like you're a hexagon, and that's what I'm saying. It's like so many people like now around the space have been creating coins to where it doesn't necessarily feel like it fills a void to where it needs to be filled. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you're not creating a dex. Pardon me. You're not creating a dex. You're not like there like what parameter is there that needs to be filled that you're attempting to fill is almost like my kind of like questioning. You know what I'm saying?
My challenge, what I would like to do is close the loop better than anyone else. That's audacious. That's kind of crazy. But I want to close the dumping loop better than anyone else has in crypto.
But what are you talking about? Close the dumping loop. If people are going to sell the coins, people are going to sell the coins. Like, help me understand. Help me understand you. I like you a lot. I don't want to hate you.
I don't really want you to hate me either.
No, I'm not gonna end up hating you, but I'll just talk shit about you. Yeah, but I don't want to hate you. You're funny as shit. I love you. You're funny as hell.
Appreciate that. I don't know if you caught the chair stream yesterday, but that might change your opinion of me.
No, I didn't see it. No, I didn't see it. No.
Yeah, we had chairs talking to each other. It was ridiculous.
All right, I gotta say it.
We had Sam Bankman-Fried's beanbag come on and spill the tea about all the stuff that's been going down at the Bahama Mansion. It's it's silly. It's pure silliness, and that's kind of where I come from. Is the dad joke, and I try to be as uplifting and positive as I can. But the truth is, what my goal is. So my goal differs from RH. RH has a goal of leaving a mark on the world, right? Really like getting respect on his name and being
top dog. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. My goal was always freedom, just personal freedom, whether it's financial, political,
so more of like a Zen, more of like a Zen approach to it.
Yeah. Just like since I was 16, I hated every job I had. I spent 10 years in a truck before I was able to retire through Hex. So I know what it's like to spend 80 hours basically alone as a man providing for your family.
Yeah.
And struggling to find, well, is it real estate? Is it stocks? Is it bonds? Is it trading? Like, how are these people gaining financial freedom in their life? Right? So that's my goal. My goal is to help 1 million families gain financial freedom. After I met my goal of personal freedom, I set the bar at 1 million because again, I need a goal that's going to keep me chasing it for a long time, basically as long as I'm alive. So that's my goal. So
all right,
RH's goal of attaining recognition and really changing the world matches up really well with my goal of freedom. Right?
Yeah.
But that's not to say that I can do some things that are different from Richard Hart that align more with my value of freedom and less with a value of recognition or fame.
Okay. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is we can share goals and disagree with how to get there in both of these scenarios. And that doesn't necessarily mean either of us are right or wrong.
Wait, what? No. So you're just going to create a coin to make money, motherfucker? What are you talking about? You're not making any sense right now.
The truth is, I definitely want to go after the challenge of creating a coin. Being a founder is something that very few people can pull off, especially in crypto.
Yeah.
Right? And
unless you can just copy paste something. Yeah.
And building a community is one of the biggest and most valuable things that we have in all of crypto. Right?
Yeah, we have a community, motherfucker. Like we're hexagons.
Yeah, I love our community.
Yeah.
I would do anything for our community. Including
except we're gonna create a coin.
No, including disagreeing and making someone upset. I'm willing to have some of the hexagons upset with me.
No, I get it. Yeah, of course.
In order to work on helping as many families as I can. And this is just one more option that I can't go into some of the details right now.
I get it. The whole thing. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
But when I go onto onboard, there's only one message that I have right now that helps me to convince people to put money into Hex. That's delayed gratification and financial freedom. Right?
Unoriginal.
Well, no, I mean that's usually what I'm teaching people.
Yeah, that's what Richard teaches, dude.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. I would like to have maybe a product that appeals to a wider audience.
Like what?
Than delayed gratification.
Like what?
I can't tell you.
You're full of shit, motherfucker. I love you, dude.
I love you too.
Like, yeah. I'm talking shit to you. Trust me, I'm talking shit to you. You're funny as shit. I love you. You're funny as shit. I'm just talking shit to you. Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I appreciate you coming on here and talking to me because you care about me enough to talk.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't like me, you would just be like, "Hey guys, fuck X-ray vision."
Yeah,
come on here and
well,
talk
I'm still gonna say that. Trust me. After this, I'm still gonna say it. I'm like, "Fuck this cocksucking motherfucker. He's a piece of shit." No, I'm joking. I actually am probably gonna say that, but it's in jest. All in jest. It's all in jest.
Yeah. And only time will tell if I can pull off what I'm trying to pull off, or if it's just a huge face plant.
I know, but that's my whole point, though. It's like we're here talking about this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just talking shit. We're just shooting shit, and you're saying the same exact thing that I'm basically saying too. It's like that's the whole point, where it's like, what else? Like what else is there to be created that hasn't been created? And I know I get it, the whole stuff about the stuff where you can't talk about it and all, but it's like. It's almost like you're not introducing any kind of new, like, tantalizing thing to where it's like we have this new angle or this new way that we're going to be running.
I'm not inventing anything new at all. Everything that I'm working with has been invented. But I think that my token is going to connect a few things that haven't been connected in this way before.
All right.
And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the coin, is connect some things that maybe some people haven't connected before. And by the time I get done with it, someone might beat me to market and have exactly what I have had working on for, a while now.
Well, if it's something slick, don't talk about it. If you can, if it's something kind of semi-original, don't talk about it. Yeah, but
no, I would say
I'm very disappointed in you, motherfucker. I'm pissed off right now. I'm so pissed.
You're supposed to say, "I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in you," because
I'm disappointed.
That hurts more than being angry.
Well,
like a spanking hurts, but your dad or mom like giving you that look, and then
yeah. Oh, who the fuck am I? I'm nobody. So it don't even matter if I'm fucking disappointed or not. But yeah, dude. How long have you been working on this? I'll ask you some serious questions without calling you a piece of shit like you are. How long have you been working on it?
I worked on one idea for almost a year, and
really?
I talked to this was like trying to put the ideas behind it, like put them together, the mechanics of it. And then I talked to Dip Catcher in Vegas, and within 7 minutes on a dance floor, yelling in each other's ear, he explained to me why nothing I had would work, and he was right. No, I'm serious. He would finish my sentence and then be like, "Yeah, it won't work because of this," and I'm like, "Fuck, you're right. He's right." He's got one of those minds that kind of like goes down. He sees.
Well, who knows, man?
He sees the whole. Well, he sees the whole maze at once, and when you start going towards a dead end, he's like, "Yeah, you're wasting your time, bro. Cut it. Cut your losses."
Well, people make mistakes. We've learned that, so you never know, because people have made mistakes, as we just found out the last couple weeks. People making mistakes on the code, so it's like you never know. Shit.
Sure. I'm gonna hit a couple of comments here. Debbie GD is asking, "Is it us only for families?" No, it's not. It's not a us only or a fans only account. I don't think so. I think they're asking if that's a fans account that I'm working on for families. That's a negative. They might be asking something else. What's that?
That's coming next year.
Next year. Base reality, let's go. Hexray collecting brownie points. He's referring to me telling Hexray chick she looked good in the black. Gopnik style. Hexflex. Vibra Finance. Hope he gets a lot of followers of the Hex and Texan. Mango Junkie says he wants to jump on.
Oh, that was a while ago, dude.
It was.
You're way behind. You're way behind.
I'm way behind. Well, because I wanted to focus on you and let you talk.
That's fine.
The fluffy part is the fluff's her favorite part. Hexy Quinn likes the fluff. Hello, what? Fluff is on his chin. Good one.
Yo,
Hexy
big
Quinn.
fluff, motherfucker. Yeah, man
Big
fluff. Sign man fluff. What's up?
Let me ask you a question. So when Pulse launches, are you going to shave, or are you going to keep it?
Oh no. This is only a couple weeks. I was letting it go for a little bit, like when Orca had it going, because when Orca had it on Twitter that he was like letting his beard grow.
Yeah.
It was like maybe like a week or two after I started letting it go, but my beard goes fast, and then when I realized Pulse was like nowhere to be seen, I was like, all right, I'm shaving my beard, and then I shaved my beard, but I'm
trim
like,
it back before it went to your waist.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about Rag's idea of shaving on Pulse launch and not shaving till 1000x?
Oh wow, that's a good one. I could do that. Yeah, I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, I would do that. I would agree to that. I would agree to those terms and services. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree.
Awesome. I like that. What a fluffer comment that was. That's a good one.
Dream. We have to support him.
Yes. Crypto Honesty says, I think you should get your head checked and work on the show more. I agree with both of those. Fluffing Furus. Getting the spaces for withdrawals. Oh, okay. So maybe you were getting a little more of Johnny Chaos.
I'm on Twitter. I see the spaces and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm on spaces. So.
Full beard, kid's voice. LOL.
Yeah. People said I sound like that guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's like, yeah. Even for me, like the first time I heard my voice on like the message machine, I didn't believe it was me. I thought it was like a girl. I thought it was like a small girl, and I was like, "What the fuck? Like, do I really sound like that?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, that's you." I was like, "That's just terrible. That's terrible. Yeah, that's terrible."
Red Squirrel says hashtag mango coming soon. So we got the mango token. Mango fluff.
No.
Mango fluff new. That's a good name for a coin.
Yeah, this is fucked up, man.
Hexy Quinn, shut up and take my money. SOS, shiny object syndrome. That's true. There really is a lot of shiny objects that a lot of my onboards, like I said, they're like, hey, what do you think about this coin? And I'm like, but then again, you kind of have to be careful with it, because if they come to you and they say, what about this coin? And you're like, it's a piece of crap. You're going to lose all your money. Don't look at it anymore.
No, you can't even say that though. Yeah.
That doesn't really, they're not going to listen to you if you talk to them like that, even though even though you've been there before and you've seen people lose their mouth. Sorry. What's that?
Where are these, like when I go meet with these guys that are rich, they have their own businesses, and they're sending me these just projects that I've never heard of. They're blatant scams. Who's sending them these? Like, where are they?
They're everywhere.
From? That's what I want.
Yeah, dude.
They're
everywhere. Yes.
And
I get
to a very targeted audience that has resources but lacks knowledge of this. That will just, it's really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. We see people starting them all the time, right, Hexray?
almost like in front of our own eyes.
Almost in front of our own eyes. We see people starting them all the time.
If it makes you feel any better, we're still 6 to 8 months out. So that might.
You got a hand in this Vibra? You got a hand in this Vibra Finance?
That
you got your hand in his back pocket?
Sleep a little bit better.
I am involved in 0 projects.
All right. I'm trying to suss out
I'm doing the opposite. We're putting together an actual physical planner of how, because of the same onboarding.
Oh, you're part of it.
No, we're doing our own Vibra Finance. Like it's an actual planner for new people that have no idea what crypto is. You could sit down with them on Thanksgiving and give it to them, and they can take it home, and it walks them through. Download Bitstamp. connect you. It walks you exactly through how to getting Bitcoin and Ethereum on your ledger.
Oh,
So we're gonna, and that way, instead of having to onboard and waste your time, you could just give them this. And it.
Oh, wait, you actually have like a business though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, duh, yeah. You've been around, for a long time. I didn't know you actually had like a business for that stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I try.
Cool.
I try not to be loud. I just try to.
No, I've seen you around. I've seen you around forever. I didn't actually know you actually. I always saw Vibrant Finance. I thought it was just you. I didn't know you actually had like a actual business. Like
Yeah, like crypto consulting. I got a bunch of clients from all around. I was in commercial real estate before, so
okay, cool.
Got into crypto and it just kept, with Hex and onboarding and spending all my time doing it. I had to figure out a way to put it all together. And
yeah, man. Yeah,
so,
fuck you, dude. Cool,
yeah.
man. Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Exile says, I have some token ideas. Put in you and creepy Joe new.
Keeping Joe new.
I like Sniffy Joe. Working on Red Squirrel's working on the same problem. RH does have different goals than it. Everyone else, everyone's goal is the same: get money.
So can you say like, are you like forking something, or like are you creating like give me something?
My coin's gonna be kind of like a casserole. All right.
I like casserole.
It's gonna be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, tied into the same token.
The other day, I was gonna make a nice potato, caramel onion, and cheddar casserole.
That sounds delicious.
I'm all about potatoes. I'm on a potato kick right now. It's actually really good, and onions too. Actually, I got some onions hanging. I've had these onions for a while too. I've had some potatoes that have been going for a long time. They've been going really good too. It's like all about like just keeping in like good temperature and like humidity levels. Dude, I've had these onions. Like it was like a bigger bag, and I've had other bags. But dude, I've had these. I had like a crate of onions for like almost a year now. These things are like close to like 11 months old. Proper temperature, proper humidity, onions, potatoes. It's almost like you're like, learn about storing vegetables, people. They'll stay good forever.
Are you a neighbor of Hexo up there? Are you up in Idaho? Getting those
I'm in New Jersey, dude. No, I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey has some humidity. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Out here in the West.
But indoors you control. Yeah, indoors you can control it. Yeah.
Everything here gets dehydrated, including human beings. You wake up and your mouth is dry, your nose is dry. There's like negative moisture in the air out here.
Yeah, that shit's a little weird. I experienced that when I was out west, and it was very strange in my nose. It was very strange. I never felt that. Like it was like trying to like you're trying to like when I woke up in the morning, it was like you're like I blew my nose and it was like I'm like blowing out scabs. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't pleasant. No.
I got some wrenches to give out. Debbie GD, you get a wrench. Executioner says mango. Yeah, you now. This was the other thing we were talking about. I remember I was watching. I forget whose stream it was on. Where you're talking to Heartbeat, and you were downplaying yourself. You're like, I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude in the community. But you have.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Mango. You've been around for a while, right? Were you watching Prehex? Richard Prehex?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was before. Yeah, I was around before when Crypto Heartbeat came on the stage. We don't have to talk about all this stuff because I want to like me and Rags had a little tip on Those Child's stream.
Oh, Thoughtchild's, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And then now,
I think that's good for people to see is you can disagree and you can stand your ground without being aggressive, without being hurtful, and that's something that I've been going through quite a bit lately. As I get older, I would try to be like the nice guy and avoid conflict at all costs.
Yeah, that's like important thing. Like it's important to know how to like to talk to each other civilly. And like we can like talk shit and stuff like that on stream and stuff like that. It's like I'm not like, for what it's worth, it's like, yeah, I'm from Jersey, and we're from like kind of like the city area, so it's like we talk shit to each other. We're just ball, like I'm a ball buster by nature. But Rags did have a point on that stream, because it wasn't a private chat where somebody else must have told him. Because I did call Rags a snake in the grass, because it was from when, before Rags and Heartbeat streamed together, it was no big deal. But then it was the very first stream. It was literally because I thought, you know me, like I'm always in the live streams. I love watching live streams. I have free data, unlimited data. Yeah, we're watching live streams. Even if I'm not watching, I have it playing in the background. And the very first appearance that Rags and Heartbeat made together, I said to this private group, I said, yo, 100% these guys are going to make a coin. And then Future went on, and then this is what happened, right? And then there was, whatever. So, yeah, I have a little feelings about something. But anyway, but Rags made a good point, though, because even though I didn't call him a snake in the grass in public, I called him a snake in the grass in a private chat, which then became public. But anyway, even I was talking shit to him on the on Cabana stream, because he was on Cabana stream, and I think, I was saying some little rough things about, I'm not going to repeat them now, but whatever. And he knows what they are. We talked about it. And he made a good point, though, because, like, if we're in person, like, especially for where I'm from, and probably especially where he's from, like, if we were actually talking shit like that, like, we would just be fighting. Like, that's no, like he's from kind of like the same thing where I'm from. It's like, as soon as someone talks shit, like, we're just going to be, we're literally going to be fighting. Like, we're going to be hitting each other, right? So, like, that's just violence. It's no big deal. Like, it's just kind of like certain things that people grow up with. It's no big deal. But he made a good point. He's like, yeah, I apologize and stuff like that, But the whole coin thing, though, man, I don't know, man. There's a lot of coins. There's a lot of coins, There
are a lot of coins out there for sure.
A lot of coins, my friends.
And if you guys have been,
right? There's 20,000. Why not have 20,000 in one?
Well, I think it's a lot like
No.
It's a lot like money. There's a lot of money out there that's chasing a small amount of talent, or a small amount of good ideas, or a small amount of people with integrity. Right? There's more money than there is good places to put money right now.
I know, but this is where I come into this whole crossroad thing. So fucking, like, the crossroads of, like, bullshit. It's like you could just be like a huge, you could just be a successful hex pulse chain ecosystem streamer, and be like, hey guys, like, can you donate to me? As opposed to, I'm coming up with a coin. Because, like, you're someone who's worth the value as entertainment, in my eyes, my opinion. Like, you're one of the people, just like you, Cabana, Hexo, Big Pep, and I'm already a subscriber on Discourse channel. It's like, there's a select few of you guys who are worth spending a couple dollars a month on. So it's like, if maybe, like, I don't know if you were thinking about this or not, but it's like, in my eyes, like, if there were some of you who would realize, like, if you would actually ask, like, hey guys, like, I really want to continue doing this content and actually producing good work, but like, I'm hurting here. Like, I need like, if you literally would have just said, like, hey guys, I'm hurting here. Like, I need a couple bucks a month from one or two of you, or 10 of you, 100 of you. Like, would you mind donating to my PayPal. Fuck YouTube. Fuck the you know like the super chat.
So what happens
Stuff like that.
after he gets a ton of donations, everything's going well, and he has to give that money back to the government or put it to use? What are you going to choose? So
Don't pay taxes. Simple as that.
you have to.
Income tax are unconstitutional. Don't pay them.
But if you want to do anything in real life, you have to show proof of everything. You can't not pay taxes.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that. Just don't. You don't have. Don't
In the
submit
real
your.
world, you do. The more successful people I meet, the more they want to see finances, proof of everything, and where all that money came from. The more
Tell them to go fuck themselves. It's none of their fucking business. That's all you have to do.
A billionaire to go fuck himself when he? No, it doesn't work like that in the real world.
You're not billion. Yo, X-Ray Vision ain't no fucking billionaire, motherfucker. What are you talking about, son?
I would say this. Listen, unfortunately, when you do make enough money in crypto to retire, let's say you hit whatever number it is, you're not worried about working a job anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You have two options. Number one,
hold it stable. Don't report. If you don't report, you're not lying. That's the whole fallacy of the government. The only time you get pinched for taxes is when you lie about what you report. If you don't report, you're not lying, motherfuckers.
You can't own anything on paper without first reporting. How are you going to own physical? How are you going to own all of? If you have all your crypto and you want to own real estate, you want to own assets on paper, you have to report it. There's no way around it.
No, make a deal. You can make a private deal. All this bullshit about going through like realtor lawyers and stuff like that. You don't have to do any of that shit. You can make a private deal with the landowner to make a deal. That it's a fallacy, dude. It's a fallacy. Just whatever. We don't have to talk about this shit here. We don't have to talk about this shit.
10 years. I can tell you who's the real estate. The biggest real estates are LLCs that don't have people.
I'm sorry, say again.
The bigger you go up the real estate food chain, they're ghost corporations that own half of the buildings around the block. There are no landlords.
Yeah.
There's no deal to be made with a corporation.
That's fine, but that has nothing to do with you because you don't own those properties.
You can't just hide all your money and then just.
It's not about hiding. It's not. Don't say that. It's not about hiding.
It's to do certain things at a certain level.
It's not about hiding your money. Your money is your money. There is no hiding your money. Like
when you want to liquidate from crypto to real world assets, there's no way around taxes, in my opinion.
No, there is. You go yes, dude. You go from your crypto, so you whatever, we'll just say Hex, right? Well, as you know, whatever. So you sell Hex, you go into USDC or ETH, you go back to Coinbase, you go into your bank account, and then that's it, dude. What are you talking about?
New York State now taxes you at 40% as ordinary income.
You're in New York. Well, you're in New York State.
That's what you do.
But that's not. But like I said before, that's not automatic. You have to voluntarily report your taxes.
Well,
and it's voluntary.
In New York, you start depositing over $100,000. They will look into your account, and if you aren't paying taxes on it, and that doesn't match up, the banks send their bank records right to the state. When I fill out my taxes in New York, 80% of everything is already there, sent from Cash App, from PayPal, from all these pump companies. So it's insane. So it's so like we're in certain places you are handicapped by the system. I mean, there's no way around.
No, but those taxes are only sent to the state because you're going through those services. If you're in New York State and you're going through Coinbase, those taxes don't come. When you go from, if you're in New York State, if you go through Coinbase to your bank account, those taxes are not taken out. You have to report those at the end of the year. That's up to you. That's up to you. If you're going, what? Go ahead.
It used to be up to you, because like I used Cash App a bunch back in the day, and some other ones. They would send me a 1099-B saying, "Hey, you pulled out this much money from Cash App or whatever." Yeah, that's the way it used to be. Now, when you pull things out through Cash App and Coinbase and any of the others, they send you the tax form saying this is how much money went through us, they also send that to the
Yeah.
IRS.
Yeah, yes, they do. Exactly. Yes, they do. But this is my point going from there. It doesn't matter if they send their records to the IRS. If you do not report your income, because income tax are unconstitutional, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. If you are reporting other taxes to the IRS, then you're fucked. So what I'm saying is, do not report any income tax, any capital gains tax to the IRS. I am saying that. Not you.
I hear that.
You're not saying that. that. I am saying that. I am saying that.
And I think
no one else on the stream is saying that, IRS. Only I am saying that.
Yeah,
but who would take financial advice from a bunch of people?
Yeah. Don't. My financial advice is fuck the IRS. That's my financial advice. Yeah.
Now, see, because my number one value in life is freedom. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100% in spirit and in principle.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Anybody in the chat?
No,
I'm not looking at the chat. Don't listen to me. Yeah, don't listen to me.
In practice, most people go out and get a job. They get a W-2 job.
Yeah.
They fill out the form.
I don't own anything. I don't have a family. I don't own a house. I own nothing. I'm a bum. Yeah. So if you actually have things to care about, you might want to look into things a little further. But I go to jail for 10 years. It wouldn't even fucking matter to me.
Right. Well, and in one aspect, that is true freedom.
Yeah. I am very free.
Freedom to live by your principles and your beliefs and your values. Where a lot of us, like where the metal hits the road, or where I make compromises myself, is the wife and the kids. Right. So the wife and the kids. Yeah. They want to live in quote unquote normal society. They want to live in a house. They want to go to school. They want to just be the average American, right? So when I tell them, "Hey, I made some money in crypto. We're going to fake our deaths. We're going to move to another country. Dude. We're going to move to another country. We're going to hang out in this jungle. It's only going to be for a couple months, and then we're going to have the villa set up over here in the Bahamas." Like, I've gone down I've hit the bottom of I've hit the bottom of these rabbit holes, my friend, because what attracted me to Bitcoin in the first place was the anarcho-capitalists, was the voluntarists. It was the podcast saying, "Hey, we have a money that we can use that we don't have to go through the banks and government again." Right? That's what got me in love with Bitcoin back in the day. That's why I was buying Bitcoin and trading Bitcoin and trying to stack as many sats as possible. Was I thought, oh, this is the answer, right? It turns out 13 years later, it's not the answer, at least yet, right? Because the powers that be have basically taken over Bitcoin almost completely, from the developers to the miners to the exchanges. The government and the very, very wealthy people, we'll call them the ruling class, they basically bought the whole ecosystem, and they control the on-ramps and the off-ramps, So I would say in practicality, it's very hard to live those values and to fight against government. And most people who fight the government just end up losing, which, that's a choice you got to make, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, I'm with you in spirit. And then, like I said, my family did not want to fake their death, which was weird. I thought they didn't want to learn 3 other languages. You know what I mean? Like, it's rough.
Yeah.
Like, they've spent thousands and thousands of years working on the system that we live in now. Right. And crypto is the one thing that gives me hope. And the fact that Hex can outpace inflation, that gives me hope, right? And hopefully these other coins coming out are gonna. I mean, well, even horrible coins or coins that really don't have actual tokenomics, they outpace inflation, right? Like some of the meme coins did better than Hex. They outpaced everything the meme coins did. And the meme coins are printed into oblivion, and they just have good marketing, right?
It's so crypto. It's so important. Since I think 1996, everyone's under this illusion that stocks always go up and to the right. Stocks always go. The market always outperforms inflation, but that's in dollar terms. And the versus gold in the last 25 years, stocks have gone up 0. So it's all an illusion that stocks go up, 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 up in dollar terms. But now that the dollar is about to collapse, you're holding a bunch of worthless stocks. The central banks are buying up more gold than ever. Right now, we're at like a crossroads where we have a 2-3 year window to stand up for like decentralization, for freedom, or else this window is going to slam and it's going to be bad.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. It's not looking good. It is not looking good right now whatsoever.
Like as much as like the bit boys out there, as much as like as bad as they were, we all need to come together and fight this battle together. As with all the powers, bearable bulls and bit boys and all the communities need to come together, or else this is gonna the things we're talking about are just pipe dreams.
Yeah. There was a senator, I don't remember his name, like Tom something. Like a couple people retweeted it, but there was a senator from Minnesota who was on Fox Business, and he was basically telling the guy on Fox Business, like, listen, like this isn't a fault of crypto, like this is a fault of sexes, of centralized exchanges, and it's like it was a misappropriation of all the funds that went into it, and that's really about it. Obviously, he sounded a lot more intelligible about it, but he was telling Fox News, like, listen, like this is not crypto, like this is a fault of a terrible actor who fucked this thing up, and now tons and tons and tons of people are really messed up about it. So hopefully, there is a glimpse of hope. There is a glimpse of hope to where someone can talk some sense into these people, which I highly doubt. I highly doubt that is probable. But there is a glimmer of hope, but I highly doubt it. And we're doomed. We're fucked. Find God, believe in Jesus. We're fucked.
Yeah, well, and the crazy thing is, I'm actually very, very optimistic about the future based on the next 2 cycles. If we still have the 4-year cycle of Bitcoin and crypto and the whole market, actually, we're going to have receipts after the 28-29 wave. Like you're going to see Hexicans and Richard Hart, Pulse. You're going to see this ecosystem. The scoreboard will clearly show that we made the right choice, I think, in the next 2 waves. The problem is, how do we convince people in their minds and their hearts that we're right now without those receipts? Because all of this is a belief system. Money's not real.
Yeah, for sure.
Government's not real.
No.
Government is a shared fiction. Money is a shared fiction. It's something it's a story we tell each other and that we both believe, right? And you and I have realized that the story that they tell us about government, we're like, I'm not going out. I'm not buying that Santa Claus, right? We're like, there's no one out there that is benevolent enough to tell me what to do with my life. That's my personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
But you look at the masses, you look at the people that human beings are very emotional creatures. They're animals, whether they believe it or not. They're in this body of an animal that has all sorts of, needs and wants and what's the word I'm looking for? Hormones pulsing through their body and through their brain. And so when you try to sit down and you try to speak logically and rationally to them, it usually doesn't work unless they're a dude with autism. That dude with autism will listen to your facts and your logic and go, well, of course we should buy and stake Hex, and he'll just do it. But everyone else, you've got to connect to them on that emotional level. You got to say, okay, what is it that you care about? What is it that you're emotional about? Let's show you how you can get that with our community. How can our community help you get what you want in life so that you can experience this for yourself, right? The fact that money's not real and government's not real. It's what we say it is. So that's the work, is how do we do that before the 24-25 wave? And then hopefully we'll have enough receipts on the 24-25 wave to increase our ranks, because then we can, if we got another 1,000 people wealthy enough to walk from their jobs and walk from all their financial obligations and really put their heart and soul into the community and their passions, that's going to change the game right there. I mean, look how far we've come with just one bull market, one wave. Hexes rode one wave in 2021, right? And look at our community. It's insane. It's very, very impressive. That's what gives me hope. That's what gives me optimism, is seeing what we did with one wave. What can we do with 2 more waves?
Yeah, and I'm seeing it firsthand too. Just out in Las Vegas this past September, going to other parties out there, some of the XRPL coins that we went to, and it was those projects were where Hex was the first meetup we went to last June. Like, our community is a year ahead of everybody else. You're starting to see these other communities follow in the footsteps of what we did a year and a half ago. And that's like validation to me. And community is going to be so important in the future. If you don't have a diehard following, you won't exist in 5 years.
Yeah. Well, and the hard thing is that, like, Richard Hart's community didn't require him to dump Hex on our heads to pay for it. Where a lot of these other coins, they've got to dump their coin to pay for their marketing, to pay for their offices, to pay to get listed on exchanges, to bribe the YouTubers. That's a lot of sell pressure on your own coin right there. That Hex, that they're going to have a really hard time competing with Hex, where people like me are doing this out of our own time and our own money. We're putting our own stuff into this, and XRP had a little bit of that. But honestly, like, the coins themselves are getting dumped just to survive. So that's a huge leg up we have on the other communities. Even though they want to copy us, they can't copy the Richard Hart commandments, locked, immutable, trustless, audited, no admin keys. That's something that is not easy to pull off. Even if you want to pull it off, it's not easy to pull off, right?
Yeah, we'll always have that socially, that first, the first community to be gathering in numbers. Okay, there were Bitcoin converts there, but like true people that came together, didn't know each other, and took a risk. I would say Hexians were the first ones to do that, and it's just I think that's gonna go down in history in a couple of years, because I'm seeing it all across the board now. Is microcosms of the meetups we had in other communities. They're just starting to get there. And I think we're leading the best example in all of crypto, and how to take a community, grow it the right way, and just keep crushing.
Yeah, and shout out to Matty Allen. Matty Allen's going to be doing his online conference in January. And so if you're in a community that had a cool meetup during KSB's tour or any other thing, reach out to those Hexicans in your geographic area and say, hey, let's all meet at this club. Let's all meet at this bar. Let's see if we can find a library or conference center or something with some Wi-Fi, and let's have a watch party. Let's actually get together and party and shoot that, because we can have like 15 different streamers joining in with their actual live meetups during the online conference and kind of do a hybrid event. So we're working on that as well. I think I actually found a place up in Salt Lake for the Salt Lakeicans, the Salt Lake Hexicans. So that's what I would definitely encourage people to do that as well. It is now says copy and paste Hex and then call it Zah. He says I'm joking, but not really. How come my missus says I roughened my language? She's been hanging out with these dirty mouth Hexicans.
I gotta run.
Yeah,
I gotta jump.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah, for sure, it was
Appreciate
good
it.
talking with you.
Give Lindsay a hug for me, man.
Yeah, brother,
Yeah,
too,
man.
man.
Yep. Talk to you guys later.
Later.
See, dude.
You got a new fan, Mango. You got Hexy Quinn says, I'm sold. I love that MFer. The Mango Junkie, you got a new fan. I love you, but not really. What's there to work on? Just copy and paste Safe Moon. Done. Oh, gosh.
So have you
Hex
so
Connect.
so yeah, forget about all the I'm not forget about all the ball busting stuff though. But so are you what are you trying to create though? I know you're talking about like the whole thing without dummy hex though. What are you like have you not announced anything like about like the coin that you're doing or like what's up?
Nothing. Like I said,
Okay.
We're still at the point where we got to create a simulator and just see if my tokenomics work at all. So that's where we're at. We have an outline, we have a brand, we have an idea of what I want it to look like. But at the end of the day, we still got to do that.
Is it unique? Is it like unique?
I think it's unique in as far as its appeal. I think it has a broad appeal. Is what it's going for. And I'm hoping that I can fight the dumping mechanism better than other coins. That's my challenge. I'm trying to get. How do you get people who are emotional human beings living in meat bodies ran by emotions and fear and greed and horniness? How do you get them to not do something, not wreck themselves? How do you get people to not wreck themselves?
Yeah, I think that's like kind of almost like the hardest point though. It's like because even like look away like it's almost like kind of like what the Hourglass games were with Trevon and his system, which in my eyes was successful because the code is solid and there hasn't been any flaws with the system. Even though I hear a lot of like even Hexings like like even Hexo and a lot of other people talking about people losing a lot of like I've like like I could be wrong. Don't quote me, motherfucker. Don't quote me on this. But even Hexo, I remember saying that like a lot of people lost money dealing with Trevon and the Hourglass stuff that he's dealing with. But when I looked into it, no, like it's a game, so it's like nobody technically lost money unless they actually exited and then lost money. Like I'm all like if people want to talk shit, that's fine. But if people want to lie or manipulate what somebody else is doing, that's where I kind of like I don't chime in because it's kind of like, oh well, technically nothing necessarily bad happened, and like I'm like I was like a fan, like I was a big fan of Trevon, but it's like once his devs couldn't work out something right with more token, it became something else. And then that's when I wasn't a fan because it wasn't what it was said to be. It was not what it was said to be. And especially dealing with like the tokenomics because like the devs couldn't work out something or whatever the fuck you said,
Yeah. He says he's filling a hole that Richard doesn't care about. That might be a good a description of it. But at the same time, like think about the Maximus DAO token was like awesome. I was such a big fan of being able to mint hex, and it took almost 300 million hex off the market right before some nasty bear stuff where I think a lot of those people would have sold. Right.
Yeah.
But even something as beautiful as the hex DAO token required a human being to start it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to incorporate some DAOs in my token to give people a reason to like lock up and get coins off the market, and you couldn't do it without admin keys. So I actually revamped a ton of my tokenomics to try and take everywhere that you'd have to trust a human being out, and it's very, very difficult to set stuff to work with or without human beings.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
But that's even like I think that's a good use of a human being, and you still want to avoid that. So it's crazy that the utility is the copy and pull. So HODL. She meant United States. Okay, so she's asking if it's for the US only. USA only. No, this would just be code. So it's code that runs on the blockchain. So anyone that interacts with crypto would have access to it, just like Hex. Our Mango and X-Ray brothers.
No, no. My beard's better. My beard's better.
Only the hills have eyes families. That's funny. All right. Hexray is going to launch in mid-May. Oh, no way. No way. If things go really, really well, I might be able to launch on my birthday, which is in July. Dude. So this is a long way off. This is not something that's happening this week. But I would love to get my stuff together during the bear market.
Dude, the backlash. Like, I'm already pissed. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the backlash. Like, is it gonna be worth it? Do you think, or what, dude? I'm already pissed at you. Fuck you. Like, you know, it's like I'm already pissed at you. Like, what do you think? Like, what are you thinking about? Like, you know, like, what do you think the backlash? Like, do you think there's gonna be like tons of backlash, or do you think it's gonna be like incredible, amazing, and people are not gonna be like, oh, you fucking cocksucker?
I think it doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna have people that are either angry, jealous, or just don't like you, and there's gonna be people that are gonna think you're a traitor, even without looking into the code.
Yeah,
right? Or even
I wish you were nastier. I wish you were like a piece of shit a little more, so I could hate you. But you're like too nice to where I can't just like I can't just spit in your face. Like, yo, you fucking, you know, I'm not gonna say bad. Yeah.
The thought of launching a coin scared the hell out of me. Number one, because I didn't want to fail. Number two, I didn't want Hexicans to not like me because I love the Hexican community. Right.
Well, yeah, sure.
And I actually put a lot of time and thought into launching this anonymously, and then and if it worked well, then doxing myself a year or two into it.
No, that would have been something new. That would have been something crazy if you would have done something like that. That would have been something crazy if you did that.
Yeah, but all of that was based on fear and insecurities. It wasn't based on what would actually be best for the community or anything. And so when I sat down, I've talked to a lot of my friends and family, and they're like, "Look, is this going to change anything in your life?" Honestly,
yeah.
And the truth is, I'm gonna onboard the person next to me at the grocery store.
Well, sure, yeah. Well,
and I'm gonna tell
real life.
And I'm gonna tell them about Hex and all the people I have onboarded that I'm trying to get ready for this next wave. I'm still trying to keep them up to date on everything. Right?
Yeah.
Help them hit the sacrifices for PulseX. Help them claim their Texan token. Help them, whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm trying very hard. It's really hard because people are so damn busy. I might even send out a group email or a text to all the people I've onboarded, and like 3 people watch it. 4 people jump on a Zoom with me where I'm walking them through claiming something or setting up a wallet. So people are really, these are people that believe me enough to put money into this thing. Right. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to stop building communities and trying to help people be free, whether the coin's a success or not, whether people hate me or not. I'm just going to keep showing up and doing what I've been doing for the last 3 years.
Yeah. You know? So, damn, dude. I'm just so fucking.
Well, I think if it changed me in a negative way, then I probably wouldn't do it.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I don't. Even if I saw an opportunity for a lot of cash, like a cash grab or having a bunch of a coin, once I hit enough money to quit truck driving.
But you're not trying. Yeah. You've been retired from driving a long time now, right?
Yeah, since last summer.
Yeah. Well, it's not a long time. But yeah. You've been retired. Yeah. You're well off. Yeah.
Yeah. Because for me, it was never about.
Can I ask how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 42 now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 42. So once I hit it, it was pay it forward. It was like, how many people can I get out of jail? Because like you've watched Shawshank Redemption, right?
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, you're so invested in him getting free and getting out of that horrible prison. You're celebrating like you did it. Right, it's a hero's journey.
Okay, right? All right.
But at the same time, at the end of the movie, Morgan Freeman goes down, visits him on the beach. He's there working on his fishing boat, hanging
Yep.
out, and you're
Yep.
happy for him. He made it. But there's something a little bit sad and a little bit empty about him spending the next X number of years fishing. Maybe it brings him satisfaction, maybe it brings him joy, but for I think it was like in the prison like 10 years, 5 years. It was a
So,
while.
you're talking about until he got
Until he
out
broke
of
out.
prison.
That was a while, right?
Until he got out. Yeah. It was a while. Yeah.
Yeah, so he lived his life with this passion and this purpose while he was in the prison, and now we're happy for him, and maybe he's happy, but maybe not. What if there was a sequel to Shawshank Redemption where he went and helped other people that were innocent get out of prison? Like that's the next chapter.
I don't know, dude. That's twisted. I don't know. That's a weird one. Yeah, I don't know.
But that's what happened when I hit my goal of financial freedom and I got out of the truck. I was depressed.
What?
I was depressed.
What the
I was
fuck are you
lost.
talking about?
No, don't get me wrong. I was glad to be out of the truck.
Sure. Yeah.
but here's
Okay.
the deal.
Okay.
I'd worked my ass off for the goal of being financially free since I was like 16.
Okay.
I mean, I grinded when I was a kid mowing lawns and stuff at 12, delivering newspapers. I always had that like drive to like get something for myself, independence. But when I went into my first my first shift at Burger King. So I don't know if many people know this, but I was kicked out of my house at 17. My parents said, "Get out of here." Didn't get along. I still hadn't finished high school because I was held back a year. So I still had my senior year to finish. And so that was the first time in my life where I was forced to take care of myself, to actually like provide for myself. And I went to my first, I got a job. I got several jobs. I worked several jobs that summer, but one of my jobs was Burger King. And I showed up to my first shift, Burger King. We did the whole watch the video food handlers permit orientation thing that a lot of people here have gone through that have worked fast food. And that first shift, I was basically just being yelled at for however many hours the shift was. And the work and the atmosphere and I was like, what is going on here? And I thought about how much money I was making, which back then I'm pretty sure minimum wage was like $5.25 or something like that, right? So I get through this shift, and at the end of the shift, I just said to myself, like, how do people do stuff like this for 40 or 60 years? How do people go to a job where they're not respected, they're not appreciated, they're treated pretty poorly? Most employees are treated pretty poorly by their employers. How do people do this for 40 or 60 years? And how do they do it for $5.25 an hour? Even back then, $5.25 didn't buy much at all, right? I was just trying to cover my expenses to go finish high school and graduate back then. So that was it. It was like 16, 17. I told myself, I gotta get free. This is ridiculous. I gotta retire like tomorrow. And that's all I focused on from the age of 16, 17 to 41. And so that goal, that drive, that demon was like company. It was like my companion, right? And so I always had that. It's almost like a security blanket that like was itchy and burned you a little bit. And so when I hit that goal and I didn't have that purpose anymore, I didn't have that drive, I didn't have that identity as the dude that's going to get free, I didn't know who I was because it consumed me. I was obsessed with it every day. Every day when I woke up, in the back of my head, that alarm was going off saying, dude, you got to get free. You got to make money. You got to do whatever you got to do to not get back in that truck and have someone tell you what to be, what to do, where to be, how to do it. That was my drive. So when I hit that, it was sudden wealth syndrome. Sudden wealth syndrome is real, man. It's like, well, shoot, do I really deserve this money? Do I really deserve to be free? Because all your life you're told, you're conditioned by society, you're only good if, there's a really good book called No More Mr. Nice Guy, where a lot of guys spend a lot of kids, males, spend most of their time around teachers and their mom, if they're lucky, right? And so you have this female telling you, hey, if you're a good boy, if you're nice, if you conform, and if you're not a dangerous male, then you'll get what you want. And then as an adult, they try to do that in their relationships and their work and stuff. And they wonder why everyone walks all over them. They wonder why everyone takes them for granted and treats them like crap. Well, because being a nice guy doesn't actually get you what you want in the real world.
Sure. Nope. Nope.
So, like I said, when I hit that goal, I was like free falling. I didn't know who I was because I didn't have that purpose that I'd lived with for years and decades. And so that's when I sat down and I took some time off. I did some vacationing and hung out with the family. And I said, I need a new purpose. I need a new goal to like give my life meaning. And that's when I said, I want to go help 1 million families do the same thing I did, if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew that, first of all, I wasn't going to hit that anytime soon. And second of all, it was something that I didn't have to try to care about. You know what I mean? Like that was already burned into my soul, like freedom. And that's why when you talk about the government and taxes and all that stuff, it's like, oh yeah, buddy, I'm with you on that. I know that's true. It says, why is Mango louder than the host? Smash the like button. Call it Doge Ray Me. Dude, that's hilarious. Doge Hex Ray meme or Doge Ray Me. Too many coins in general need a nice Carrington event to burn them all. What's the Carrington event? Do you know what the Carrington event is?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I know what the Carrington event was. Yeah, with the electromagnetic storm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Unimaxi says when wrench. Dude, I'm gonna add. There you go, buddy. You got a wrench now. Definitely got a wrench. Trying to go through. I haven't been going through chat like I normally do. Rags is always right, but you're calling Rags a snake in the grass on stream. Rags, we already went over this.
Yeah,
Mango makes me laugh.
we made up though. We made up.
But see, that's what I mean. So many people learned how to resolve conflict and have an uncomfortable conversation by watching you guys, not just when it comes to crypto, not when it comes to Hex, in life. That's like some really cool stuff that people got to experience by watching you guys. So I really appreciate that. Need a solar flood event to burn most, if not good. How's the Texan token doing? They just gave out a second free claim. So if you
second free claim, what?
If you free claimed your Texan tokens, you got 1 million Texan tokens.
Yeah.
And now you can go claim 1 million Texan tokens for someone else.
Huh.
So if someone else is not in crypto or not in the Texan token and you want to help them get started, you can help them set up a wallet and if you're in the set that claimed, you can claim an additional 1 million for them. So it's a way to try and outreach and onboard. IRS just jumped into the stream.
Yeah.
It's your money. You don't need to hide it. Just secure it. Don't even have to hit a bank account because Coinbase has a debit card. They certainly do. Rugged or back. There we go. I heard that on Twitter, Mango Junkie is release a Hex competitor token.
No.
You're going to get such. LOL, he's outside like a real bum. He wasn't lying. You're comfortable outside.
Yeah.
Hexray has no fear of the SEC clowns. I don't know. If they come sniffing around me, I definitely get a lawyer. But the IRS and the SEC, they go after people that can't afford lawyers for the most part.
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Predators.
Geez, I've missed an hour and a half. Crypto, that's not your custody, not your crypto. I'm clipping Mango right now. LOL. Trayvon is a knob jockey slandering RH now after riding his coattails. Are you saying your real name is Satoshi? ? Get him. What's up, Hex Live? Good to see you, man. Tin Top. When did Hexray me reflection token, sir? Wish I was in. I don't know where that is. Cabana's Hammock says he wish he was in Wataneo. That's the fishing village in the movie. I thought it started with an X, but I could be wrong. Zihuatanejo is the name of the fishing village he goes to in Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, is Texan Token trying to compete with Zen Circulating Supply? Nope. Completion Fellas in here. What's up, dude? Yeah, this has been really good. I'm glad you came on. I'm glad Adam came on. Like I said, these streams are a little lonely when I have just 3 things to talk about, and then I'm like trying to get my kids or wife to come in here and talk to me.
Yeah, I want to hear about since we're on here, BS, and how was Burning Man?
Burning Man was everything that you were hoped it would be, and everything you were afraid it was going to be.
Nice, nice.
People said it's like walking through a dream in a movie set, but you're awake.
Yeah,
That's the most accurate description I can give of it. It's just turned up. The energy's turned up so high that it's just, I don't know. It's so hard to describe. So hard. It was really cool. Really cool. I'm really glad I went. I definitely want to go again, but when we went, we got stuck waiting like 14 or 18 hours getting in and 14 or 18 hours getting out. Just like the last mile. I don't know why. I don't know why they set it up that way. But no, it was amazing. The art out there.
Did you bring a kid there, or was it just you, your wife, and then other people?
Yeah, Jamie and I, X-Ray Chick and I took the RV, the Cuatro Cinco Mobile Studios, same one we took to Texas. We took that out there. We had 2 friends staying with us. One went out there early on a work permit, so he was helping another camp set their stuff up. Then he come and hung out with us, and then another guy, another friend from California, me. So we had 4 people in our camp, and then we had 4 other friends that were quite far away that you'd have to ride a bike a while to go see. So yeah, that was awesome. I really wanted to do, because we went and they have theme camps, right?
Yeah.
So we were attached to a theme camp called the Mystics, and the Mystics is this insane group of supermodels that dress up like Roman gods and do really crazy parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And we signed up for their meal plan too. So we paid, and we go pick up a meal from them, but they were much further away than we thought we were going to be, like right next door. We were not. We were like 5-minute bike ride away. So we didn't even get most of our meal plan, but it was an amazing experience. And the more I thought, because it's kind of like a weird college pledge thing.
Yeah.
So the camps are recruiting. So you can join a camp, and there are like there's fees and dues, and you have to click, and there's so much work to be done, tearing up camp, like putting it up, tearing it down, cooking. Just there's so much work in creating a city out of nothing that it's insane what gets done out there in a week. And there's a lot of people that, like, the last day they're still setting up, like they've been building their stuff for a week and they don't have it put up yet. So no, it was insane. But the more I thought about joining one of these, because Elon Musk had like this giant pyramid that, well, they claim it was his. There's this giant pyramid that costs $3 to $5 million to set up and take down. Easy. Like no question in my mind. Just the infrastructure was $3 to $5 million for a 1-week party. So he set up this big ass pyramid, and they had insane like acrobats and dancers and performers and bands. And I thought to myself, but then you go out back to the campfire and everyone's in these bell tents. So they're saying, and I thought to myself, I would never stay in a bell tent. It's 120 degrees during the day. It's 85 with dust storms at night sometimes. Like, I would never stay in a tent. That's insane. You would definitely get like exposure, like a heat stroke or something out there. It's brutal. So the more I thought about joining a camp, more I thought, why not just start our own camp? It doesn't even have to be an official Burning Man camp. We can just be like, hey, we're all meeting at this block or this coordinate, and bring your stuff, and we could do our own camp with our own showers and generators and, meals. And so I think we're going to start doing that. But I want to a group of Hexicans that go to the stuff. There's Crypto Kool-Aid. He's a longtime festival dude, and then Cosmic Cowboy. There's a group of really cool burner Hexicans, and so we'd really like to merge the two together. Yeah. Because it's amazing what the Burning Man community does, But a lot of those guys, they're either wealthy already or they're like struggling with life.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
there's a lot of hippies that save all year and somehow
Oh
make
yeah, of
Burning
course.
Man.
Oh yeah.
And the whole
Man.
time you're at Burning Man, they're complaining about going back to their job.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I used to go to a bunch of festivals with all the vast variety of deadheads. Like, yeah, I know the bunch. I know the crowd. I know the crowd. Oh,
And
yeah, man.
if you could literally help them figure out crypto and get a little more freedom in what they call the default world, then that'd be awesome. And if they could help the Hexicans learn to play and dance and have more fun than we're already having, then that's a really good trade-off, I think, between those two communities.
Yeah. Definitely. Cool, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm definitely, if I go next time, I'm gonna fly in because they have a little airport. So I'll fly in instead of drive in.
In Black Rock?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have an airport there.
No way.
Yeah, my friends were working at the camp that does the airport. So you can wait in line and you can get a flight around Black Rock City.
Whoa.
And then they have these crazy games so you can jump the line. Like they're throwing sex toys through hoops. They're playing paper planes. They're doing musical chairs, and they're giving away these jump the line tickets. And my buddy went up and got a bunch of cool shots from it. But to me, I was like, I'm not going to go stand in line to ride in a plane. But they also at night they fly in and out people.
Wow.
So there's some Hexicans that have planes and that are pilots that I've been talking to, be like, hey, we need to fly in and out of Burning Man.
Oh, that's crazy.
So yeah, we can fly to Reno, fly in, fly out. And then the last weekend of Burning Man, like the last Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all these old time hippies were like, yeah, I'm leaving early. And I was like, what? Why are you leaving early? And then I found out why. Because the last weekend are like the Kardashians from LA. All these really insanely rich weirdos show up.
All the hoity-toity show up.
Yeah, and it's no longer fun and inviting and cool. It's more like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? It's like,
yeah.
How would I know who you are? I'm a 40-year-old dude that can't even work Instagram. How would I know who you are?
Yeah.
So we got Monica in here. Good afternoon. It's been a minute. Burning Man is always fire unless it rains, and then it just smells like weed and wet dog. Hexray Mango, Marcavelli's giving us some fire. Yeah, that's it. I really want to try and make it to Loveburn in February in Miami. So Miami's got a burn on an island. That sounds amazing. Right around Valentine's Day. That's my next goal if I can make it to that one for sure.
Yeah.
That one would be a lot of fun. And then they've started doing a decentralized burn called Renegade out at Black Rock. So last year when I retired, that was my gift to myself, was like, because my buddy would be like, you got to come to Burning Man, you got to come to these festivals. And I was like, I can't do it. It'll ruin me. There's no way I can go out and be myself and have fun for a week and then get back in a truck. Like that's a bad recipe. So I said, I don't want to go out there until I don't have to get back in the truck. So that was like 10 years. That was like when I started driving. My friends were like, you got to come play. You got to come to festivals. I was like, no, I don't think I can handle that shock. So that was it. I went out there and they had a thing called Renegade where Burning Man was shut down for 2 or 3 years for COVID. They accepted millions and millions of dollars in relief. Stuck it in their pockets. Yeah. That's what happens when you're rich and you control.
Yeah.
So we went out there around like the 4th of July or something. No, actually it was on Labor Day weekend. And there was about 10,000 people there. They had drone shows. They had giant dance camps. They had some art, but not as many art. They had a ton of art cars. Because when you go to Burning Man, if you have an art car, you got to go to the DMV, which is the Department of Mutant Vehicles, and get checked off that you're not going to kill anyone or hurt anyone. But out there was no DMV. It was voluntary. It was anarchy. So people brought out the craziest rides
That's
and
awesome. That's awesome.
and
That's
art
awesome.
cars, just boom, boom, boom. Like there's a really famous art car called Robot Heart, and it's the size of a two buses stacked on each other, and it's all speakers.
Oh wow.
It's just a moving rave. So you got a DJ and walls of speakers. People are climbing up there and dancing, lights, and that sound is so good that you can turn up the decibels to like make your ears bleed, but it's so clean and clear that it doesn't hurt your ears. It's magical. And then you'll go to another camp that has horrible sound, and you'll feel the difference in your ear. It's weird. But they came out there. They had a giant drone show since they didn't burn the effigy. And then this year, that decentralized one followed Burning Man. So right after Burning Man, there was a group just 2 miles down the Salt Flats that was like, hey, this is the decentralized. And that one's been probably going to get bigger because that's kind of what Burning Man started as, right? It started as a express yourself, be free kind of thing. And now it's, it's hard to get a ticket. The tickets are expensive.
Yeah, it's like more corporatized. Yeah.
Yeah, they've become what they hate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even from their special, even from the documentary they made like a couple years ago, it was like, yeah, this isn't what we want to do, but we're still just gonna do it. It's like, well, all right, I guess you're, whatever.
And honestly, the art there is completely, it's something you'll never find anywhere else. No, the artists that go all out for Burning Man are not going to go all out for other things. Like that's where they go to shine. Yeah. So it's definitely worth going to Burning Man if you can. Just don't try not to wait in line and try to get out of there before the weekend, because it's just not worth the burn. It's not worth the pain. Harmonic Hexagon. Hey fam, what's up, Harmonic? Good to see you. I've got to meet up with my my social media dude.
Yeah, man.
And I want you to join me in our awkward wave goodbye. Have you done that yet?
No.
You ready?
I heard about it. I saw the last one with the older gentleman. I forgot his name.
Yeah, the guy doing Pulse Bitcoin.
Yeah. So awkward
Pepe.
goodbye.
Pepe. Yeah, so we're gonna do an awkward wave goodbye. Yeah. Like I said, this is you're in 5th grade. Okay. This is your first school dance. And all right. You're waving at the girl that you want to dance with across the street. Okay. You're scared as hell. That's what we're going with. So let me turn on some music here.
Here we go.
I can't look at you, man. It's too good. It's funny that the more calm you are, the creepier it gets.
Yeah. I'm a professional, man. I'm a professional.
Oh man, and the door's always open, Mango. You're a lot more people look up to you than you think they do. Hanging with you.
All right, man.
All right, bye, dude.